This is Debian 9.x 64-bit system. We are trying to learn how to run C program or write a C program in Debian. So we click the icon over here, whatever that icon may be. It will open a menu in which we will be basically going to applications, and in application we will go for the system applications. In the system applications we will get what is called as the terminal. Once the terminal opens, this is the black screen over here for the terminal. You can have other terminals, other forms of terminal, but there will be something which is called as a terminal or a console in this case. You see the word console is written over here. So console will open. Now I want to do the program in certain directory. So what I do is first I write dir to see what are the directories over here, and there are desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, public, templates, videos. I want to create a directory. I write mkdir, that is make directory, and I write over here programs because I want to create programs, want to write programs. So automatically I make a directory called programs. Now let us see what happens after writing dir. Now we have documents, desktop, and we have programs over here. So programs directory has been created. Now what we need to do is right now I'm sitting in what is called as the home directory, that is Swayambhu at the red Debian. I want to go to the programs directory. So how do I go to programs directory? I type cd, that is change directory to programs. So automatically if I put a tab, it automatically auto completes. So I have gone to programs. So over here I have got into inside the programs. Now I want to basically open an editor. You see there are many editors which are available. Uh, in this case we'll be you see there, let us try some editors which are not available over here but might be available in your system. For example, GVim is an editor, you can try that, or gedit. I have found gedit to be an easy editor, but it's not available in this particular system, gedit. So whenever that editor is not available in the system, it would give you bash command not found. Okay. But editor which is there, I know that Kate is there. So Kate is another editor which is quite like a notepad. So here it opens a new untitled over here. This is the name of the document, and this is opened inside the directory programs. So that will help you sort out things, means keep all the things inside the programs directory. If you open the Kate from the directory programs over here like this, inside programs if you open, so everything will form inside Kate. It will not affect other directories. So that will keep your programs more or less in a particular folder, as we call it in Windows. Here we call it as directory. Okay, so what do we do over here? We start writing a very simple program, hash include stdio.h. Then let's write I have already told you in class that it is always preferable to use an int uh, with the main instead of giving a plain main or something of that sort. So whenever we have used int, since it will return nothing, so we give a return 0, and inside we want to print uh, 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 let's print the very first program. This is historically the very first program which has been written by uh, Cunningham. So let's write that as hello world exclamation mark end quotes. So within the quotes we have written this hello world, and now we want to save this. So here is a save option. We go to file, we go over here and click save. So it is automatically inside home programs. You can see that it is also already inside programs. Now I want to save it as supposedly test1.c. I give the name over here, click on save. It's as simple as that. Automatically, since I've saved it as C, you see the name test1.c has appeared over here, and it automatically becomes colored. You can see the different coloring of the different parts, it automatically comes. So that helps you in what is called a syntax highlighting. So the syntax has been highlighted. My job is done primarily, so I close Kate. I don't need to do anything more with Kate, so I close Kate. Now if I do something which is called as listing, I type ls for list. List will give me what are the, like directory will give you what are the directories inside. List will give you what are, it will also give you directories as well as files, what are the files which are there inside this. So we can see that test1.c has been created. Now I want to run the C program. So how do I run the C program? GCC is the compiler that we'll be using over here. We write GCC minus O. You see why I need to create that minus O is because I want to name the file differently. I want to name the output file as test1.o. This will be the executable file which would be created. So I am naming the executable file, and then I write the C program which will be compiled. So this is O signifies that this is an object file which is being created. So then I press enter. Once I press enter, after a few seconds, this work has been done. Now the point is, when I put ls, I see that there is a new file which is created. So this is called as test1.o. This is basically the test1 that I wanted to create over here. So that has been created over here. So we can see that there is a creation of a test file. Now what I do is I want to run this. So how do I run this? I write test1.o with a dot and a slash. And when I do this, you see it prints hello world. So now the thing is, it doesn't look that nice. So what I want to do is I want to go back. What I'm doing is basically I'm pressing the up arrow key. So automatically it goes through the history and finds where the programs are. And so what I do is I write Kate test1.c. So it automatically opens the test1.c as long as it is inside the same directory as the test1.c is there. So it opens. Now what I do is, in order to make it better looking, I put a \n over there, and then I put file save, or I could have done a control S and I close this program. So once I close this program, now what I do is I compile it again. Just you press the up arrow, it will go to the earlier version, and when I do that, you see the hello world has come, and because of the \n, it goes to the new line. Now the problem is that if supposedly you have some mathematical operation in supposedly in your program, let's create a test2.c. Test2.c was not there. I create Kate test2.c. So that automatically creates a test2. So what I do is hash include, supposedly I have hash include stdio.h. You see, I do not need to include conio.h or clear screen or get.ch. Those are not required in Linux, because you have a console in which, or what we call as the background in which you work will always be there. So the thing is, there is no chance of the thing running and going off screen like you have in the command prompt. So the point is, I supposedly have hash include math.h. Okay, if I have got math.h, what happens is that math.h doesn't get or std, anything other than stdio.h doesn't get automatically included. So I start with my program int main. So as we had learned, we put int I comma j float f I is equal to 5 semicolon j is equal to 3 um, f is equal to I star j sqrt. So I'm basically using a mathematical function, that is primarily square root. Square root requires the use of math.h. I now need to return 0, but before that I need to first close the things and then I need to print the f. So now I write printf \n, the value is %f \n. So that automatically opens or I have completed the program. It's a very simple program. I have multiplied the I with j and I have taken the square root of that. So automatically and stored it inside f, and I want to print the f. So I need to write what the %f is going to be, that is f. So I have put it printf is equal to this. So that's what, very simple. I save that, and now once I save it, I close this, and now I go back to our old method of doing what it worked. Let's see if test2.c works. No, test2 dot, oh sorry, test2 dot, oh sorry, I need to make it test1.o. test1.o. Okay, let's do this, sorry, over here, test2.o, and let's make it test2.c. Okay, you see here it gives in function main test2.c there is an undefined reference to sqrt. So this shows that primarily there is no linking with the math.h. If math.h had been linked, then automatically what would have happened is that the square root would have been taken. So what we do is we use an additional command. You see, it's the same thing that we are using, gcc minus o test2.o test2.c. We are using minus lm, which means link maths. And when I do that, it automatically doesn't give any error in the entire running of the program. So this shows that in our earlier case command which we were using, it gave an error, while for this one it doesn't give an error. So what happens is that now when I do ls, I see that test2.o has been created. So what do I do then? I go type dot slash test2.o and I press enter, and I get the value is 3.872983. So that automatically is very easy for us to emulate. Now the thing question might come to your mind is that supposedly I want to copy this value onto my original file. How do I do that? What I do is basically I click file and I click on a new window. So I have got a new window which also opens in programs. Then what I use is basically cat test2.c. It opens my test2.c. Now what I do is, as you have done earlier, I write over here slash star, I write over here output, and then I press an enter, and then I can copy it over here like this. Okay, and then I go over here, copy by using the right click, and then I can paste it over here by again clicking over here and paste. You see the output has been pasted. So isn't that simple? I think it's very simple. That you go to file and it is saved. So you can save it automatically over here. So that becomes very simple. So if I supposedly want to see whether the program has changed or not, now if I write over here Kate test2.c, now what happens is that yes, my output values are already there. So it becomes ready for printing. Okay, so automatically, if supposedly your friend who is more accustomed with the Windows, they want to see where your files are, they can always go to the file manager. File manager opens up just like Windows. You have got your programs folder, you go inside the programs folder, you have your test1.c and you have your test2.c, and when you click on them, you see they open in Kate just like that. So it's a very simple method of writing a C program and running it in Linux. So this is what my video was all about. I think you have learned the entire thing. This would be very easy for all of you. Thank you very much.